Hello, I'm Al. I'm the co-founder of Alley Cats Mountain Holidays in Morzine, and welcome to Chairlift Chats, a brand new series where each episode I introduce you to someone with a really interesting story to tell. We go skiing, we sit on a chairlift, and we chat about mountain life. My guest this week is Cockerton. She is a business consultant, an executive coach, and mother of a 5-year-old daughter. And in full transparency, when I met her, I was so excited that we actually decided to collaborate together. And together we are launching a new series of retreats, which is all about mountain wellness in a holistic way as part of our retreat. So welcome, Caitlin.
Thanks, excited to be here.
What is it that made you choose this little corner of the Alps to set up a life with you and your husband and your daughter?
Oh, we're mountain people. I'm Canadian, my husband's British. It was a toss-up, European mountains, Canadian mountains. But ultimately, my husband spent like 20 years coming to Morzine and snowboarding here. We started coming here as a family, like basically on all our holidays, and that was what really sold it to me. There was like something amazing about each season. So you've got like magical summers. Autumn here is off the charts, totally reminded me of what it was like to be Canadian again with those colors. Winter, obviously, magic.
Yep.
Spring, like
Such
the greenest.
Aggressive growth, isn't it?
Yeah, it's insane. So yeah, that was what sold it.
More and more people are looking for and booking retreats. Why do you think that is?
Firstly, a bit of a product of what we've been through over the last couple of years, right? This has just been a hell of a 2 years. And right now, we're watching a war go on, we're watching climate news. There's a lot of stuff that is putting us into modes of reflection and kind of shaking us up a bit. I think people are in a state where they're kind of evaluating, man, am I doing the right thing? Could I be contributing more in my community, in my relationships? Am I spending my time doing the things that matter most? And then the other part to that is we're just exhausted, right? Like it's been too much for our nervous systems and our psyches to manage this level of uncertainty. So I think when you see an offer for a retreat that, yes, I want good food, yes, I want fresh air, yes, I want connection with other people, I want to talk about the topics that are on my mind, and I want to do that in a way that makes me feel connected to people, to nature, to the things that matter most to me. And I think right now we're at a time where we're offering that, and the need is like quite poignantly there.
What is it about the physical surroundings of being here that you think would make a mountain retreat special?
Firstly, you go on a retreat because you need to kind of clear your mind and get rid of some of that everyday chatter. If you look around, like that sense of spaciousness, that sense of openness, that sense of clarity that you get when you come into fresh air and you get high and you get amazing 360 views, that's like first and foremost the best thing to reset, I think.
What would you say to people who are struggling to get the right work-life balance?
The work-life balance phrase. Okay, I think we get this impression from the phrase work-life balance that like somebody's got it just right and you just have to get there and then keep it there, and that's just not life, right? Like work-life balance, it's much better to think of that as balancing, like it's an agile, moving, changing thing, right? Like people usually when they talk about work-life balance, they're not talking about I want more work, right? They're talking about I want more life, right? Yeah. I think one of the things I'd counsel people to think about is, well, if work and life are kind of in opposition, how might you want to think about being more alive at work as well as paying attention to the things that bring you to life in outside of your work? You're going to have more of one thing and less of another thing. We have to also focus on this idea of less. So saying yes to one thing is also saying no to another thing and creating space. I think that terminology that sometimes gets thrown around, you can have it all, you can do it all, that's not very helpful. So I would again talk to clients about what they're going to say no to in order to create space for the things that they do want to bring into their lives. Let's not hold work and life in opposition. Let's try to mull that one around a little bit.
I hear you. I count this as work.
Yes.
You do too.
I know.
More of this, please.
Yeah.